Hey, Book Dragons, I'm really glad you're here with me today. We are going to do just a random book chat today. We're going to talk about some books I've been reading and some new book purchases that I made. So let's go ahead and get right to it. I recently returned from Vancouver, Washington. We made a trip up there to kind of scope things out, see what neighborhoods we might want to live in and things like that. So that was really great, really refreshing to be up there and see the new place that we're going to live eventually. So that is happening this summer. So we've got to get in gear and get things done. But yeah, very excited about that. And while we were there, we did visit some bookstores and just, had a really nice, relaxing time, got some reading in. The books I'm currently reading are a lot, guys. I've got, 6 books that I'm currently reading. Yes, 6 books. And one that I'm going to be starting. So let's get to it. First of all, I am reading one nonfiction book, and that's The Autistic's Guide to Self-Discovery by Saul Smith. Really enjoying this one so far, and really feeling called out by this one as well. So, good stuff. I'm also reading Bookshops and Bone Dust by Travis Baldree. I'm about, I think, 30% into this one so far, and I'm loving it. It's just, I'm really embracing my mood reading, and with all the books I have open, it's causing me to be in the mood for all the different books. So I will be finishing this, though. I'm loving it. It's a great book. I didn't take it on the trip with me because I didn't want it to get ruined. It's a really nice copy, and I didn't want to take a chance of it getting ruined in my suitcase. So that's a really good book, though, and I'm enjoying it. I'm also reading Death in the Clouds by Agatha Christie. And by the time you see this video, I will probably have finished that book. And so far, it is an amazing book. I think it's going to be one of my favorite Poirot books that I've read. It's just very different in a lot of ways from some of the other Poirot books I've read. So I'm loving that. Different in a good way. So Death in the Clouds is one of my current reads. I am still slowly making progress on Fever Dream by George R. R. Martin. I'm not pushing myself on that one. It's a book carried over from 2025. I will finish it, but it's just not a huge priority right now. But I'm going to finish it, so I'm slowly working on that, reading a few pages every now and again, so that's good. I just started Return of the King on audiobook. I'm buddy reading this book with my friend Mona Lisa over at Mona Lisa Reads. And this is the final book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, if you count it as a trilogy, which I don't really. But it's all separate audiobooks, so I did start Return of the King, and I'm absolutely loving it. Andy Serkis is brilliant, as always. And then I got my pre-order of the new Dresden Files book. 12 Months came out the other day, and I started it right away. And Jim Butcher is already tearing my heart out. And I'm absolutely loving being back in the world of the Dresden Files. And more to come on that, because I've got something to talk about here later on in the video. So stay tuned if you want to hear more Dresden talk. But so far, 12 Months is amazing, and I can't wait to do more. I'm doing that immersively. I got the audiobook and the ebook because I like James Marsters telling me the story. So it's just as good as James Marsters always is at that role. And yeah, I'm loving it. And then the final book, which I will be starting on Saturday. So if you're watching this video today, that'll be tomorrow. I am starting Fool's Assassin by Robin Hobb. This is the first book in the final trilogy, or at least final so far. I think she's writing more books. But this is the first book in the Fitz and the Fool trilogy, and I am so excited to get back into this world, to get back into the lives of Fitz and the Fool, and see what is going to happen. I know that this series is going to be a tearjerker. I've heard about it. I already know. So can't wait to get back into it. I am buddy reading this series with my friend Danielle over at Bookcara, and we're just having a wonderful time with this buddy read and discussing it as we go along. And yeah, life is better with buddy reads, guys. I mean, yeah, this is great. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, and then I did visit a couple of bookstores, as I said, while we were in the Portland, Vancouver area. We went to a small bookstore in Vancouver called White Oak Books, a little independent bookstore, and it was just an absolutely wonderful time. I love everything about that bookstore, and I will definitely be going back when we go there again, and when we eventually move there, that's probably going to be a regular haunt of mine. Just a wonderful little bookstore. And I picked up a book called The Full Moon Coffee Shop by Mai Mochizuki. I've been wanting to read more foreign authors and things like that, and this is just right up my alley, I think. It's translated by Jesse Kirkwood from Japanese. And I don't know much about it. I'll read you the back of the book. The Full Moon Coffee Shop has no fixed location. So that kind of gave me Night Circus vibes, you know. Full Moon Coffee Shop has no fixed location. It might appear in the middle of a familiar shopping arcade, by the station at the end of the railway line, or on a quiet riverbank. At the Full Moon Coffee Shop, we don't take your order. Instead, we bring you desserts, meals, and drinks selected just for you. Who knows? Maybe it's all a dream. That sounded right up my alley, and it was a staff pick. It had a little placard underneath it that said staff pick and why they liked it. And there's cats. Guys, you know I'll read any book with cats in it. Practically any book with cats in it. So I'm really excited about this. That was the only book that I purchased at that bookstore. But yeah, it was a worthwhile purchase, I believe. Let's see what else. Oh, and while I was there, I did also make one other purchase. And that is this sticker. This is Pork Chop from Bookshops and Bone Dust. If you know, you know. Pork Chop is just adorable, and I had to get this sticker. It was $3.50 for this sticker, but it was a worthwhile sticker. All right, and then, of course, you can't go to Portland area without going to Powell's Books. So I did go to Powell's Books, and I got 2 books there. One of which I have been looking for forever. And I haven't been able to find it anywhere. All of the books by this author are able to be found except this one. And that is The Stranger by Albert Camus. Albert Camus is an absurdist philosopher from the early 20th century. French philosopher. So this is a translated work. And I am so excited to finally be able to read this. I mean, I could have gone for the ebook, right? Or I could have gone for the audiobook. Maybe, I'm not sure. Yeah, I did look for the audiobook, but it's always like checked out by numerous people for months and months on end. So I'm like, I'm just going to look for the physical book. And every bookstore I've gone to does not have The Stranger. They have all of his other books. And many of which I want to read, but I want to read this one first. So I finally found The Stranger at Powell's Books, and I'm like, I have to buy it, because I haven't been able to find it anywhere. So there we go. And the final book that I purchased of physical books anyway. We have one more to talk about. But of the physical books I purchased recently, I got Malice at Powell's Books as well. And this is by Keigo Higashino. And I had seen this book talked about by Tori over at Tori Talks, and it sounded absolutely brilliant. And I knew I had to get myself a copy. It is a mystery thriller, and I've heard nothing but good things from her about this particular book. And I've heard good things about his other books as well. I think it's a, yes, that's a guy. So yeah, he, him pronouns anyway, as far as I know. And yeah, it's supposed to be really good. So I am excited to give this one a shot. I found that at Powell's Books. And now, guys, I promised you more Dresden. More Dresden. I did not know about this book coming out until I saw a video from JR over at JR Carroll. I think it was his channel I saw it on. And apparently there is a new novella coming out in May called Outlaw. It's an audiobook exclusive, I think at least probably for 6 months, and then I'm sure there will be an ebook of it. But it is read by James Marsters. So I went into Audible and I pre-ordered The Outlaw because I am a Dresden completionist. I will read everything Dresden because I love it that much. So if you didn't know, like I didn't know, there is another Dresden book coming out this year. So go get it if you're interested. If you're a Dresden fan like I am, go get that audiobook. And yeah, it's going to be great. I just know it. And it's James Marsters. Like, why would it not be great? Yeah. And then just a final piece of book news that I recently found out. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Scythe series by Neil Shusterman. I knew that there was a prequel coming out that was supposed to deal with the origins of the Thunderhead and things like that. I was so excited. I've been watching his Instagram, and he's been giving hints and stuff about it. But I just found out from a recent reel that he put on Instagram that it's going to be a trilogy. It's not just one book. It's a new trilogy that he's writing that happens before the Scythe series. We're going to hear the origins of all of the Scythes and the Scythedom apparently, and how the Thunderhead came to be. I'm like, well, sign me up. Scythe was an amazing series for me. I have it on my shelf up here. I didn't get it down, but I love it. And I have not read Gleanings yet. I plan to read Gleanings this year. But the first book in, I think it's called the Rising Thunder series, or maybe Rising Thunder is the first book. It's coming out in December, guys. Another book that I'm going to have to pick up day one, if I'm being completely honest. So that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of my current reading, my book purchases, my book news that I just gave you for the Dresden novella and the Scythe series. Let me know all the good things in the comments below. And until next time, make sure you read more books. I'll talk to you soon.